So feel free to take notes. Don't feel you necessarily have to write down what's on the screen. In terms of the 10 processes, I want to focus on point 10, which is ongoing contact to maintain and retain. In answer to the question, why do we as finance brokers receive trail, I think that's the answer. We receive trail because it is incumbent on us to have ongoing contact with our database to maintain them as clients for us, but also maintain their satisfaction level. And to retain that business and retain ongoing business. And that's the opportunity I see with Valiant today. So let's have a look at what does ongoing contact look like. One of the first opportunities for ongoing contact is at settlement and post-settlement. I want to share with you the answer to that question. Do you send a gift at settlement? Do you think that's a good idea, bad idea? Not a trick question. Adrian, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I send a gift.
You do? Okay, I want to share with you a really interesting study that Mortgage Choice did 18 months ago that is still relevant today. And what they did, they looked at getting maximum return on sending a gift at settlement. And the maximum return was measured on how many referrals did the broker get when they did various things. So what they did, they divided a substantial number of brokers into 4 groups and they all did a different thing. I want to share with you the results. So the first group, they sent a $100 gift to the home and they tracked referral rates. This group had a referral rate of 5%. So that paid for the program. It was a success. They got referrals, it paid for the program, and they made money from those referrals, yeah? The second group sent a $100 gift to the workplace. That was their referral rate. Why is that number true? Why would you get more referrals if you send a gift to the workplace rather than the home?
People see they're getting it.
People see it. So would you agree, I think Adrian's right, would you agree the gift you send therefore needs to be visible? So if you're going to do this, I really encourage you to put gift vouchers towards the bottom of your list of intended gifts. Because here's the thing, who have you ever worked with where when they got an envelope at work, they got everyone to crowd around and watch them open it? So if someone gets a gift voucher, they're not going to see it. A little bit of background on me, I was a professional mentor before joining the MFAA. I was a broker many years ago. I worked as a broker for a period of time and it was pointed out to me that I'd probably be a better trainer than a broker. So you know what they say, those who can they do, and those who can't they teach. So I became a teacher of brokers. I was also a mentor. When I was mentoring brokers, with our Stay in Contact program, we would deliberately send a gift to the workplace that was a pain in the neck to bring home on public transport. Deliberately. Why do you think we did that? It's noticeable. Why else? Why else do you think we did that?
Different image.
So everyone's going to see it, and also the likelihood of it getting taken home that day is a lot less. You want your gift to actually stay in the office for at least 2 days. Why? Because in our workplace today, in the modern workplaces that people work in, very few people are there every day of the week. People work Monday, Tuesday, Fridays now. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, very few people are in the office the whole week. Now, I did mention gift vouchers, put them at the bottom of your list. I'm not saying don't use gift vouchers at all. What I'm saying in terms of gift vouchers is they have a time and place. Where I did use gift vouchers quite successfully is where someone had an interest that was quite particular. So they had a very specific interest, they were interested in certain things, and if sending the wrong gift was worse than sending no gift at all, a gift voucher was a good idea. But whenever we'd use a gift voucher, what we would do is if our budget was $100, we would send an $80 gift voucher to the workplace in an envelope on top of a $20 cake. So again, when have you ever received a cake and eaten the whole thing yourself and not shared it with people? And what's the first thing you do in a workplace if someone hands you a slice of cake at work? What's the first question you ask?
What's it for?
What's it for? So you're creating an environment where someone needs to discuss your services as part of this contact program. Okay, let's have a look at the third group. The third group now sent 2 gifts. The budget was still 100, but they sent 1 gift at settlement, and they sent 1 gift when they knew the first repayment had come out of the account. Does anyone remember when your first mortgage repayment came out of your account? For some people in the room, including myself, that was a long time ago. But in general, do you think for a consumer, for your clients, getting the first repayment, seeing your statement when the first repayment comes out, do you think in general that's a good feeling or a bad feeling for a client? Why do you say it's bad, Sean? I agree with you.
Because it's money leaving your pocket.
Exactly. So settlement is the great feeling. We've settled on it. When the actual repayments start coming out, that's sometimes a negative feeling. So what they did in this group, what they did on the card with the second gift that they sent once they knew the repayment had come out, they said, now that you see what repayments look like, if you would like to pay it off sooner, let's talk regularly. So they created an environment where ongoing contact had relevance and was expected. Have a look at that referral rate. That's a massive jump for me. Fourth and final group. Their average spend per gift went down, so it's a $33 gift 3 times. 1 at settlement, 1 when the first repayment had come out, and 1 sometime during the year based on the broker's preference. So the broker would say, no, we're going to send it on their birthday, no, we'll send it at Christmas, no, we'll send it at Chinese New Year, no, we'll send it on Ramadan, no, we'll send it on Cinco de Mayo, footy finals, Australia Day. It didn't matter, but it was relevant to the client. Have a look at that referral rate. So what I take from this, and I don't want you to think I went to Mortgage Choices PD Day and they shared this and now I'm sharing it with you. This was shared at a business conference. Mortgage Choice was speakers at. It was a public conference. When something is made public, what does it become? Public, so I can share it with you today. So what I take from this, if you're going to have an ongoing contact program with your clients, which is the reason we are privileged to earn trail, I would ensure it has 3 elements. Element 1, make it visible. Element 2, make it repeatable. And element 3, make it relevant. The money you spend isn't as important as those 3 elements. Now, back to our question, what does ongoing contact look like? One of the great things about the current environment we work in is NCCP. Now, I just want to let you hang that. I know a lot of people go, well, how's compliance a good thing? Compliance gives us the structure to run more successful businesses. Now, one of the things all of your aggregators require you to do is to actually complete a question like that. This is an example of an aggregator's fact find, and you can see there's a question there that says borrower's requirements and objectives. I want you to think of this section of the NCCP document, regardless of what aggregator you're with, think of this segment as a sales tool. I really encourage you to be very detailed in the questioning you use in that, because this is really a shopping list with your client for the next 3 to 5 years. If you answer this and have this discussion successfully, this is the blueprint for your Stay in Contact program. These are the things you want to educate your client about ongoing. These are the opportunities, one of which Valiant offers to you today, that you can connect your clients with. So as I say there, answering this NCCP question in detail is really your blueprint for contact. It really is a shopping list for your future transactions. As active brokers, you know it's not about getting more leads, it's getting more conversions and more products per sale. It's getting your average income per transaction to increase, not necessarily doing more deals. So, this is an extract from an article I'm happy to share with you. I've got it on file, and what it does it actually gives you and lists all of the elements that are involved in financial statements. And these arrows on the side give you a rundown of what the opportunities are if you see those on a set of financials. I'm going to make you an offer. If you want a copy of that article in full, for the people who I have worked with in the past, you would have my contact details. Whether you're a member of the MFAA or not, doesn't concern me. What I'd like to do, I'd like to share with you that full article. Because that full article, if you understand the concept in that article, how to use financial statements for a full list of opportunities in the future, you can really tap into the opportunities that Valiant's going to share with you today. So either ping me an email or give me your business card today. I'm really happy to share the full article with you. It's a really good read, very practical in terms of how it pulls things together. So in answering the question, why do finance brokers earn trail commission? I'm very passionate that this form of income exists for us to retain, maintain, and grow the client's success, not just ours. And that's the opportunity that our team from Valiant is going to share with you today. If you are a member of the MFAA, I want you to remind you that I'm a resource you can tap into. If you'd like to talk more about your own business or look at some strategies for the future in terms of growth, I'm the right person for you to speak with. So Adriana, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.